What's up, Spud Nation? Happy Monday to everyone out there. Hope you all had a great weekend. We have more NFL draft to break down. We have the Cleveland Browns, Indianapolis Colts, Philadelphia Eagles, New Orleans Saints, and the Seattle Seahawks. Gonna break down their draft, give up my sports coach draft grades, and you know what? We're just keeping that NFL spirit alive till the NFL season happens. Please let it happen. All right, you got any questions, comments, concerns? Hit me up. Craig at thesportscoach.com. Well, let's get rolling. We got the Cleveland Browns on the clock. They had a high draft pick, top 10 pick. Yeah, got rid of it. You know what? It is what it is. Cleveland, Julio Jones would have looked really, really good in a Browns uniform. Having that big target out there, Colt McCoy, nice connection to him, but they decided to trade out. Got some picks next year, a couple extra this year. Whatever, Cleveland. It is what it is. Let's see what direction you went at pick 21. The Browns, they saw a big old nose tackle there, and that's exactly where they went. Phil Taylor, nose tackle, out of Baylor. Talk about a moose. 6'3", 334 pounds. He is the true definition of a nose tackle, a space eater, a guy that is going to clog the middle. Hey, Cleveland, you got to do what you got to do. Teams in your division, they love to run the ball, and now they're going to have to run it outside. This guy, he's a guy who needs two guys to block him. He's just a brute. He's a big dude. Highly ranked nose tackle coming in. Cleveland, not a bad pick. Fell at 21. Kind of a gift to the Cleveland Browns. In round 2, they get Jabal Shiard, defensive lineman, 6'3", 264, out of Pitt. As you can see, they're building in the trenches. Cleveland's finding guys. They're going to throw them in there, get them in there right away, and they need to produce. Also in the second round, this is a nice pick. One of the steals for the Cleveland Browns, Greg Little, wide receiver out of North Carolina, 6'3", 220 pounds. He could be Colt McCoy's go-to guy. Slim pickings over there at receiver in Cleveland. Greg Little could step in and be the man. All you fantasy football players out there, give him a look. Greg Little out of North Carolina. In the 4th round, they get Jordan Cameron, tight end, 6'5", 254 out of USC. And once you know it, he was a former basketball player. They love the transformation, finding basketball players, putting them in at tight end. They love the vertical, the hands, footwork is always good, and they're athletic as balls. Get them in there. They can train them, they teach them. It's kind of a project right here, but athletic as all get up. And you know what? He's going to be a nice fit for the Cleveland Browns. Also in that 4th round, Owen Marishek. I'm going to go with that. Running back / fullback, 6'1", 248 pounds out of Stanford. He's going to be a fullback in the NFL. He loves to hit. He's going to be a good blocker. Can catch the ball out of the backfield. Nice selection here for Cleveland. 5th round, they got 2 picks. Buster Screen, defensive back, 5'10", 186 pounds out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. And they got Jason Pinkston, offensive lineman, 6'3", 317 out of Pitt. I love the pick right here. Pittsburgh guy, bring him in, put him in the trenches, let him learn. They have Joe Thomas, one of the best offensive linemen in the game. Build around him. What more do you need? And in the 7th round, they get Eric Hogg, defensive back, 6'1", 209 out of Nebraska. All in all, a pretty solid draft for the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to give them a B-. It's tough. They lost points trading out of that top pick, but I like what they did. Building from the trenches, getting big guys in there, learning their system. I like it. If Jordan Cameron pans out, he could be an absolute stud. I love the Greg Little pick. All in all, a solid draft for the Cleveland Browns. Pick 22, Indianapolis Colts. What do the Colts need? Yeah, that's a good question. But they need lineman help. They showed it last year. Peyton Manning, never the most elusive quarterback out there, so they need good linemen around him. And a gift fell right to the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Costanzo, very highly rated tackle out of Boston College, 6'7", 311. He is NFL ready. He's ready to play right now. Get him in there. He's a smart boy. Put him in with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning barking out all those calls. I like this pick. Very solid selection by the Colts. And in round 2, Ben Ayalana, offensive lineman, 6'4", 317 out of Villanova. Another guy ready to step in. And I have a feeling both these guys will be on the line for Peyton Manning next season. Great start for the Indianapolis Colts. They need line help. They went out. They got 2 guys who are ready-made NFL players. 3rd round, Drake Nevis, defensive lineman, 6'1", 294 out of LSU. 4th round, DeLone Carter, running back, 5'9", 222 out of Syracuse. It's a scramble back there in the Indy backfield, so who knows what this guy's going to do. And in the 6th round, Chris Rucker, defensive back, 6'1", 195, Michigan State. I'm giving the Colts a B. I love their draft. 2 guys, not flashy picks, but they needed lineman help, and they got 2 guys that are ready to step in and produce right away. Beyond that, they could have made different moves here and there, but all in all, B. Very solid draft by the Indianapolis Colts. The Philadelphia Eagles at pick 23, they had a million draft picks this draft. Let's see what they did. 1st round, they go Danny Watkins, lineman out of Baylor, 6'3", 310. They need lineman help, and this guy is ready to step in and give them a boost right away. Round 2, Jaquan Jarrett, defensive back, Temple, 6 feet, 198 pounds. See, I thought they could have went Jimmy Smith in round 1, bring in that tough cornerback, but round 2, they went out and got a nice-sized D-back out of Temple. And then round 3, Curtis Marsh, defensive back, 6'1", 197 out of Utah State. So far, a very good draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. 4th round, they have 2 picks. Casey Matthews, one of the guys that I've hyped from day one. I think he is a 1st or 2nd round talent. He fell to the 4th round. Philadelphia, you snagged him up. Casey Matthews, linebacker, he's 6'1", 231 out of Oregon. His bloodline is ridiculous. Look at his brother Clay, what he's doing. Just a beast. I see a lot of Clay in Casey. So there you go. What more do you need to see? And in the 4th round, they get Alex Henry, kicker, 6'2", 177 out of Nebraska. David Akers missed some big kicks last year. Getting older. This is the kicker of the future for Philadelphia, it would appear. 5th round, a couple more picks. Dion Lewis, running back, 5'7", 193 out of Pitt. I love it. Keep it in state. Julian Vandervelde, offensive lineman, 6'2", 301 out of Iowa. In the 6th round, a couple more picks. Jason Kelsey, lineman, 6'3", 280 out of Cincinnati. And Brian Roll, linebacker, 5'10", 229 out of Ohio State. And in the 7th round, they get Greg Lloyd. Y'all remember Greg Lloyd? Monstrous linebacker, loves to bring the pain. Well, this is his flesh and blood right here, his son. Greg Lloyd, linebacker, 6'1", 246 out of UConn. A lot of people thought he was going to go higher in the draft, so maybe a steal for the Philadelphia Eagles late in the 7th round. And they also get Stanley Haville, running back, 6 feet, 227 out of USC. Ton of draft picks by Philadelphia, but they got some guys who should have gone earlier in the draft, kind of fell to them. I like it. I'm giving Philly a C+. Solid draft. Could have went different ways in the 1st round, but went line. Can't ever go wrong with offensive line help. C+, Philadelphia Eagles. All right, pick 24, New Orleans Saints. What do the Saints need? What kind of help do they need? Nothing on offense, right? Well, we'll see. Start off the draft going with Cameron Jordan, defensive end, 6'4", 287 pounds out of Cal. Very highly rated on a lot of people's big boards. Fell to the Saints, and he brings exactly what the New Orleans Saints need on their defense. They're looking for pressure all the time. Jordan's going to come off the edges like a madman. He brings the pain, and that's what the Saints need. They are a blitzing team. They blitz you, and they blitz you, and then they blitz you some more. So Cameron Jordan is going to fit nicely in that New Orleans system. And then the Saints made a very bold move. In the first round, they get Mark Ingram, the best running back in the draft class, out of Alabama, former Heisman winner, and pretty much said goodbye Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush said goodbye once they drafted Mark Ingram. Reggie Bush was expecting a huge payday, but Mark Ingram looks like he could be the man. New Orleans, again, a team that juggles running backs. Mark Ingram is a very, very strong running back. Landed in a great situation in New Orleans. What a steal for the Saints. Third round, they get Martez Wilson, 6'4", 250 out of Illinois. He's a linebacker, and he ran a 4.4 40. Scary stuff. He's going to be coming off the edges. He's going to be blitzing like crazy. Just another piece to add to that defensive scheme that could wreak havoc on the entire league. And they also get Johnny Patrick, a cornerback. He's 5'11", 191 out of Louisville. In the 7th round, they get two guys, Greg Romeus, D lineman, 6'5", 264, and Nate Busey, linebacker, 6'1", 228. Busey's more of a special teams guy. They're going to bring him in. He's going to earn his keep playing special teams. He won the Outstanding Special Teams Award for his team at Illinois. Teammates with Martez Wilson, a guy they drafted earlier in the draft. I love the Saints draft. A- grade. Getting Mark Ingram, that was a steal. The Patriots traded him, gave him a gift more or less. So Saints, A-, great job. And the 25th pick, the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle, they need help everywhere, but offensive line is a major concern. Let's see if they kind of address those needs. Round 1, they get James Carpenter. They went offensive line. Great job. 6'4", 321 out of Alabama. Bring him in. They drafted a lineman last year. They're building through the draft. I like it. 3rd round, they get John Moffitt, guard, 6'4", 320 out of Wisconsin. The Badgers do nothing but run the ball and run it well. He's going to be a nice fit in Seattle. Badgers have great linemen and very big linemen. So, excellent pick. Anytime you take a Badger lineman, you can't go wrong. 4th round, they got a couple picks. KJ Wright, linebacker, 6'3", 246 out of Mississippi State. And Chris Durham, wide receiver, he's 6'5", 214 out of Georgia. 6'5" receiver, I like it. Mike Williams type, bring him in. We saw how successful Mike Williams was last year. Let's see if this guy can kind of have a productive season like that this year. 5th round, a couple more picks. Dick Sherman, defensive back, 6'3", out of Stanford. And Mark Legree, free safety, 6 feet tall, 210 out of Appalachian State. 6th round, they go Byron Maxwell, D-back, 6 feet tall, 202 out of Clemson. And they finish up the draft going Lazarius Livingston, defensive lineman. He's 6'4", 292 out of LSU. And Malcolm Smith, linebacker, 6'1", 225 out of USC. Bringing in those USC guys. I like it. Seattle, I'm giving you a B- grade. You needed some lineman help. You got that addressed. Chris Durham, he could pan out. Beyond that, a couple swings, probably some misses here, but not bad for the Seattle Seahawks. There you have it, Spud Nation. That is it for today. We have picks 26 through 30 coming up tomorrow. catch your favorite teams, see what they graded out at, and if you disagree, let me know about it. Craig@thesportscoach.com is my email. Hit me up on Facebook. You can always find me on Twitter or right at the website, thesportscoach.com. All right, Spud Nation, hope you all have a great Monday. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, I'm out.